And I would note, anytime Babu asks any of us to speak, we can't say no, because we know Babu will continue to ask us 6, 7, 8, 9 times until we say yes. So it's easier just to say yes immediately. And sorry for the delay today. We had votes in the Commons, and we were on House duty. I'm here with my colleagues, Devinder Shori, the MP for Calgary North East, and the Minister of Sport, this very athletic-looking gentleman, Bal Ghazel. And I just wanted to come and echo the sentiments that I've said at your last conference, which is that these make a difference, and that your constant activism helps raise very important issues. And I think your organization is certainly gaining respect on Parliament Hill. I know I had a chance to attend the last one you had close to the airport in Mississauga, and actually I know Bell attended that one as well. And I think you're now being looked at as one of the more active organizations in the country that pushes human rights issues, and particularly those in Sri Lanka. And I know that more and more parliamentarians are heeding your advice, and I think over the last few years we've really seen that reflected in the policy of the Government of Canada. You know, it was so encouraging to see when our Foreign Affairs Minister in Trinidad and Tobago a few years ago stood up so strongly for those victims in Sri Lanka, and then more recently when our Prime Minister spoke very sternly at Perth at the Commonwealth in Australia. I think it goes to show that your public policy advocacy for making sure that atrocities don't occur again, and that the true record is exposed. I think you've made incredible progress. Certainly recognized in Canada, and hopefully in the years and months ahead we'll be able to expose this internationally as well. And I know Canada is certainly a friend to all the arguments you've put forward. I'm not sure if Devinder or Bell had anything to add, but our Prime Minister said in Perth that it wouldn't be appropriate to have a Commonwealth meeting hosted by Sri Lanka, and I know they're scheduled to be the next one to host. And I think having a world leader like Prime Minister Harper stand up and say that if you don't account for the atrocities that have occurred, then you can't play a leadership role in an organization respected like the Commonwealth. I think that sets a wonderful precedent, and I think it's going to put pressure on other leaders in the Commonwealth like David Cameron and other like-minded individuals to follow suit. So it's great to see Canada being a leader on this issue, and we certainly appreciate everything you've done to help educate parliamentarians on this file. I know you've had a long day of meetings here and speakers, so I don't want to take too much more of your time, but I'd be pleased to answer any questions or suggestions you have, and certainly we have an ongoing dialogue with the leaders of your organization to make sure that we're abreast of the most recent issues. I know the Channel 4 screening that we had earlier in the year was particularly helpful, because I think a lot of parliamentarians never knew the extent of the travesty that occurred in Sri Lanka until they really saw that very moving footage from the Channel 4 documentary. So thank you for everything you're doing, and it's great to have you back on Parliament Hill.